Hey everyone, just showing you tonight's progress. We caught our first swarm at the shop. Sorry about the gunk in front of my mask, the smoke and I just said it's hot. It's making the fluids come. But we transferred the swarm we caught at the shop into its 8-frame box deep that we built at the shop, one of our cypress ones. I think we'll mostly do cedar for the future. But you can see it was a thing I wasn't expecting, is that they built all their comb, drew all their new comb below the frames. So it was pretty much a cutout job. And that was my first time cutting out big chunks of comb and rubber banding them into empty frames. I'd say it's a little better than a hatchet job, but it's definitely my first time. Again, I'm sorry about the sniffles and the eyes watering and snot. Second thing I did tonight was to check on the big hive, numero uno. So what I've got there is I came out of winter, open wintered with 2 deeps in that top medium there. And then what I've done, because I haven't split them yet, I'm hoping to get a queen next week when I pick up my next nuke at Bee Weaver Honey Farm in Navasota, Texas. I'm real proud to own their bees and to be working with them and learning with them. So this was a Bee Weaver package I started last year, May. And now I've got 2 supers above the queen excluder, the bottom super above this first one right here above the queen excluder. So you can see this one was the most recent one that I moved up after they started drawing comb on it and laying brood, and it had good, about 80% of the combs were drawn, maybe 70, and it had good capped brood. So I moved that up above the queen excluder, making sure the queen wasn't in those top 2 boxes. And then I put the third from the bottom. That's one that we did, another one we built. It's white oak, and so now that one is where they're laying, and essentially what I'm doing is just trying to keep giving them space vertically that they can draw and lay so that they don't swarm. And I think they may have already swarmed once, I'm not sure. I haven't gone into the bottom 2 deeps in a while. It's because there's been so many bees in there. It's for my experience level, it's just too hard to even read and see the frames and look for the queen. It's a little overwhelming. So my plan is this Friday, 3 days, if I can get, ask Bee Weaver if there's if I can get a single queen, I'm gonna split this hive, take out 3 frames of brood and 2 frames of honey from the bottom 2 supers, put the new frames in the second deep, and then make a split, take it over to the other side of the bee yard, and or our second bee yard, which is now our shop. So we've got swarms we're catching there, and we're kind of establishing hives there as well. So anyway, I'll just end with another little quick shot of the big hive. Numero uno. Top 2 boxes are, I'd say that top one is about 80% full of capped honey. The bottom one still has some brood that needs to hatch. I can feel some bees still not happy with me. I don't want them to get my hand because I have it exposed now. And the bottom super, that third honey, they're starting to draw comb out in, and I'm sure laying in it. So maybe when I do that split, I'll look for the queen and move that one up again. But you can see again, the new hives. This 10 frame is where I'm gonna put the nuke in Friday. See all my rubber bands. And then that 8 frame is where we just put the swarm that's caught in that swarm trap there. And you can see I've got another swarm trap just in case. Anyway, Sweeney & Sons Honey Company is up and running. Got a long way to go and a lot to learn, but so far it's been an adventure. It's been exciting, and stay tuned.